Yeah, welcome to Scribble Kibble. Better a quick episode than no episode at all, so I squeezed this into my animation schedule this week. And today we're going to watch C'est les cieux des six messieurs, which translates to Girls and Guys from Summits and Skies. Forget the title, here's the animation. Remind you of anything? Well, gee, if this animation doesn't remind you of anything, here's my recommended list of Studio Ghibli movies that were directed by Hayao Miyazaki. I recommend anything from the studio, of course, but these are the ones that I've watched a sickening number of times. The animation you just saw is a senior project by Gwen Germain at Crowne School of Art. 5 months of full-time production by one person, no information anywhere on the software used, but the pencil-like line quality suggests to me TV Paint, coupled with an effects program to do things like warp these leaves and this eyebrow. And hey, there's also 3D modeling in here. Notice these airships. Obviously, the animation is heavily inspired by Hayao Miyazaki films that were animated by hand, and as animation technology advanced, digitally cleaned and colored in a program called Toons. And like in Summits and Skies, parts of Hayao Miyazaki animations do have digital 3D animation in them. They use a software called Soft Image, which is now discontinued, so no luck on that. What is surprising about Summits and Skies is how much of it relies on, draws from, and is inspired by Miyazaki's stories. I mean, you've got everything in here from Life with Giant Insects in Nausicaä Valley of the Wind, to tarworms from Princess Mononoke, blobs from Spirited Away and Howl's Moving Castle, the prickling hair emote in a couple of films, and the overarching themes throughout all of the movies: flight, technology versus nature, coexistence, loss, and acceptance. Of course, the background art in Summits and Skies is reminiscent of the movies, but the characters are drawn rather differently. You can always recognize a Ghibli movie just because of how the faces are drawn. They're very smooth, or, well, smooth or extraordinarily wrinkled, or both? Both is good. Whereas Summits and Skies have triangular pointed faces, more like a typical anime or manga. And then we have the ending of the animation, which is pretty unclear. I'm not sure if the natives, who seem to be a blend of nature, humans, and insects, are powering the core of the tree with their life force, they go there to die naturally, or if they're being unwillingly absorbed by it because of human intervention, or if they're being born from it. It seems the humans are trying to harness the power of the tree, given these irons and piping, but there just simply isn't enough information here for us to draw a conclusion, so I guess it's up to you. But since this animation is a homage to Hayao Miyazaki, we may as well give it a Miyazaki ending. From the tree we're born, and to the tree we will all return. Behold, the spectacle of a pure animation kibble corner. I put the animation by the Blober and Jalen twins up front because it just happened to fit. A pair of animated icons by two different artists, but watch, if you combine them together you get this. It's amazing! Okay. This animation is very cunning. I wouldn't mess with this face. This is the face of a troublemaker right here. Watch the marvel of an animated ice cream story. Oh, dude, don't check your phone while you're serving me ice cream that you dropped in the garbage. Rude! You get no tip. No tip. And as the final performance today, a Windows Movie Maker and Photoshop animation that shows the constant problem I seem to have with getting sucked into interdimensional portals. I don't know if this happens to you, but it's very inconvenient. I'll be eating my lunch, or drawing, or finishing an audio recording, and without warning, a big rift opens up, and it's